actually be all over this, chumping away on some food product.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, guys, I was away for a second.
Maggot, have you added your entire friends list to the thing for the yard sale?
Tell me how to do it and I'll do it. I'm eating. My brain's not working.
I'll send you over. Make sure. Right.
I sent over 800 invites.
How many people do you have on your friends list?
Me, I got fuck all. 35 or something. On Facebook, yeah.
Oh, I got 20 more than you.
Okay, well, ask other people to do it. Tell them that we have a code that you can. We'll give you the code. You can have the code for whatever purposes you need the code for getting your stuff out. You can have that code. It's easy if you do groups or stuff like that. It's really something handy to have. You get that for helping us out.
Yeah,
And
Facebook, from what I understand, is fucking gay. I mean, it's like over here in the UK, like Facebook is like fucking CIA. I mean, it's like you got people like CIA, like tattooed into their forehead, and they're like, "Oh, you got a Facebook account? Yeah, you would have. You got a CIA fucking tattoo on your head." It's like the same thing. So
it's getting worse too, man.
Yeah,
yeah. Facebook's getting worse too. Did you see the new thing now with the RFID thing? They're putting new applications in, and these applications are actually, I don't know how they're doing it, but I guess somehow they're going to be a tracking thing. It's really nothing different that's going on. The fact that they're putting these new things specifically for that. So I don't know, pretty more 1984 bullshit.
Yeah.
But we're in 2010.
I know, it's all bollocks. It's all bollocks. I haven't even bothered with the Facebook.
Yes,
really.
yes, it is.
I put in the most basic details in my fucking Facebook account. I just wait for the schmucks to turn up, and yeah, they do.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll tell you too.
With the girls, it's okay, but it's just all sort of. Well, I got too much. I had too much spice. It's also sort of creepy because I like girls, like sort of innocent girls, whatever. You think so from the way they look on their profiles. I know. But they're into all this Facebooky shit. And it's
I'll tell you what
CIA. It's all fucking intelligence gathering. And you look on their things, and they're putting innocent sounding messages, and they're getting oh yeah, but I am from Mexico, and I am this, and I am that. And it's no, don't even answer him. Block him. No. Oh shit, you did that. No, I don't want to. Don't call him anymore. No, this is bad. This is bad news, Facebook. Facebook calls seem worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. I'll tell you. You know what I get a lot of is you could tell when somebody friend and they only have 5 or 6 friends. I'm wondering why are they friending me? You would think they would have at least 20 friends that they would want to friend before they friend someone they don't know.
Exactly,
I don't know. That's how I look at it. I usually don't accept.
You think they just bump into you sort of thing?
And some people.
Whereas,
some people will
controller
accept anybody. I don't do that. Yeah. Did you see the new thing now, on Facebook too, where actually it says, when you can't even deny a friend request now because the thing it says confirm and then it says not now. So if you don't confirm him, he's gonna sit up there on your wall. Now I don't know. I think that's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty much well, in case we're sending you an agent, he's gonna sit up on your wall until you're sick of looking at it, and you have all these friend requests, and you're just gonna press confirm.
Yeah.
What? Or by accident, whatever.
I mean, you
know,
can't ignore them anymore. You just
put
them on the wall. Yeah, and it's what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're ignoring this person. He could be your best friend. No, he's not. But he could be. But he's not.
No, he isn't.
It's so bad. It's so wrong.
Yeah. Now, you know what else too with Facebook? It's so many people too. All these apps out there, and people get in these little apps. I don't know. I'm sending you. I don't know what the farm animals or whatever.
Yeah.
This and that. That type of shit.
The stupid little geeky
you don't know who the application,
games and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Real geeky ones.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
fucking
Farmville.
bad. But you know what? The sheep love it. You know, they I guess sheep like to grow other sheep.
Oh, it is really
You know, and
embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, these girls. I mean, well, it's always girls I try to talk to. I mean, if guys talk to me, I like to smack them in the face generally. But as you should. But yeah, these girls that get my Facebook account. Yeah, they're like come at me like oh, I got Farmville this, got Farmville that. And it's like, what? You wanna you my dick in my face? In your face. I understand. Why you come at me with these stupid games? I don't understand. You know, because like you know, it's so weird. It's like you know, you're like chatting to them 1 minute, and next minute they're like saying, I like 12 bowls of shrimp, and I'll swap it for you with I don't know, 1 bowl of couscous or something. You know, and on a Facebook saying that, it's like, what the hell? What's that got to do with sex? Yeah. You know, what's that? What's that got to do with relationships?
Dude, the first time,
difference, but you know.
Yeah. The first time I saw Facebook, I said everybody's fucking nuts on this thing, and then I realized, you know, it can be used for the activism. And that's when I started getting in it. I said all my friends are getting on it. They said, "Oh, you know, get a Facebook." So I looked at it. I said, "No, use it." You know, these people are on there. Hey, I just wiped my ass 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to the gynecologist to get my herpes checked out. You know, now I'm going to walk the dog. So you know, if you wanna, you know, if you wanna rob my house, go ahead. I'll be out for the next half hour. I'm taking a 2-week trip to Japan. You know, and people are fucking stupid. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? You know what you know what the comedian said that he's a real the redneck guy that's with the not the guy that tells the redneck jokes. He's not one that's with him, Ron's son. He says you can fix stupid, and he's true. You know what I mean? You can you can fix an ugly girl. You can get her you know, facelift or whatever. But you know, you can fix someone fat. You can make them lose weight or get that diet. But you can't fix stupid. You know.
I guess
some
not.
people they can't change. All they can do is drink more fluoride and become more stupid.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You're right. Oh boy.
Yeah.
It
Not
just
the world
gets
we
worse.
live
It just
in.
gets worse. You had to get more involved in their fucking
I know.
stupid social lives and their petty, well, sex lives, I suppose. It's embarrassing to say that, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like fucking whatever. They forget to wear a condom most of the time, and that's their sex life. You know, it's like I got so pissed. I don't know who I'm with. You know, it's
You know what else I love too is the ones. I got so trashed last night.
Yeah.
I have such a hangover.
yeah. I was with
Okay,
3 guys
great.
last
You
night.
know,
I don't fucking know.
it's not a big event.
And it is embarrassing. I mean, it's like the big.
Hey, do you ever get
in the truth movement? Can't even get close to it. You know, they will like talk about it, but they're all married and stuff, and so they don't really know how bad it is. But I mean, look, the general populace is sodding. I would say that it's a nice word. Moronic.
Oh yeah.
They're just really moronic. Really moronic. I mean, you know, you could go out, you or me could go out, dress as Michael Knight or something, you know, from 1980s series Knight Rider, guaranteed we'll get laid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
you do that act all through the night, guaranteed you're gonna have sex. It is so bad. It wouldn't have to be a good act.
No.
You just have to have the jacket and like have somebody say "I am Kit" or something.
And,
you know?
and yeah. Do the little Hasselhoff or whatnot. You know,
Yeah,
put
that's
your
it.
your best Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Or even
I
the
hear
worst
you.
one.
You know,
As long
that's
as
the thing
long
is
as
with
they
the
know
bad-
that's what it is, and even if you're really crap at it, as long as you went up to and explained it to them, you guaranteed to have sex. It's just so bad. It's so bad. There's no subtlety.
Oh, you didn't recognize?
Yeah. Hasselhoff.
Yeah, I'm the fat. I'm the fat Italian version of Hasselhoff. You don't know who I am. All right, you know.
Yeah, I'm 2 foot shorter.
You know what's funny? To Maggot is I get the friend requests from these girls, and I think they're hookers. I really do, because they give you a thing and they send you a private message. They must go through and find guys all over, whatever. I get about like probably 3 or 4 a week, and they're dressed in like halfway nothing, and then they want you to become the friend you look, and it's like, well, they live in somewhere else. They want you to put money. They're just a bunch of gold digging whores, pretty much.
Put money in my
but
slot.
I think. Yeah, what's that?
Put money in my slot. They're not sluts, they're slots.
Listen, you guys, this is like being in a bar. I really like it. I used to work in a bar, and guys used to talk like that all the time.
It's Friday night, Zig.
I know.
That's what Ziggy's good.
No, I never said.
You should talk to them.
No, I never said it.
They're ladies.
No. I never did. Actually, I criticize the women sometimes more,
Yeah, I know.
because I mean there was some
Yeah.
some of the girls were prostitutes who came in the pub, in the bar, right?
Yeah.
And the women used to point at them and make them feel really cheap, right?
Yes.
And I used to say to them, I said, who's more cleverer? I said, you here every weekend going home with a different guy, get a lager or something, a beer.
Yeah.
I said, she goes out with a guy, she gets 350 pounds. I said, who's the smartest? I said, you do it
No, it's
for
true.
125.
No, you're right.
It.
You're,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no.
So I
these
said-
girls, they go out and they want to get laid. They're gonna get laid by somebody anyway. So you might as well get paid for it. That's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
you said-
I've never looked down on prostitute. Never.
Okay, we're
I
back.
think
That
personally over
conversation.
here.
I on the air
Huh?
here. I had this conversation last time I was on here. Somebody was chatting about that. And that's very rude to the ladies.
What?
What the fellow just said. If they're going to have sex, they might as well get paid for it. Why don't they get paid?
Well, listen.
But I don't
Kat,
get
Kat,
paid
you,
for having
you misunderstood.
sex. I ought to get paid.
Kat,
And that's good.
Kat, you
No.
You want to
misunderstood.
find
missed the point.
love?
I'm saying- No. What I'm saying
Sex
is
and
if
love.
they're-
Sex and love is two different things.
Right.
Sex and love
I've
Well,
never-
is two different
what
things.
I'm saying-
Love
I
is
already
just
know
like
this.
something
I already know
aliens do. I haven't got a concept of it. I
I-
don't even know what it is.
That is love.
Seriously, I
Yes,
don't know. I don't
and
know.
yes,
It's like
and
weirdo. I've never
Kat,
encountered it.
let me explain myself. Okay? All
Okay.
right, there's
What,
girls
love?
that are going out to the. There's girls that are going out to the bar and they're looking for someone to have sex with,
Mhm.
right? So Ziggy
Uh-huh.
says,
They're looking
Um,
for someone because they're lonely.
right.
No,
right.
just listen. Just listen.
No,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm listening.
So Ziggy brought up the point. She would say to the girls, "Well, why you hating on her? Pretty much. At least she's getting money for it. You're the one that's going and doing the same thing and not getting anything." So that's why I said you might as well going to be a whore. I'm not saying if you're to a regular woman, but if you're going to be a whore, you might as well get paid
A
for it.
regular
That's what
one.
I'm saying.
A regular one. Did you hear what you just said there? All women are regular
Yeah.
women. Okay.
Yes.
You have a different
Yes,
mindset
but-
about other women, and they are just trying to.
No, no,
just like
no, Coffee.
well,
Coffee. I'm from Europe, right? And every housewife and every housewife in Holland is classed as a porn queen. I mean prostitute.
What, Virginia dishes?
The thing is
I
with
didn't know
prostitution, all right. I don't hate these girls. Actually, to be honest, one of my friends when I was in care in a girls' home, she turned out to become a prostitute after she left there. She was a high-class prostitute. She's retired. All through her time, she was always married. She got married when she was 21. She's now the same age than I am. She's retired. She's still married to the same guy. So you know what? She done it as a job. In Germany, prostitution is a job. You get a health card. You pay your taxes. If you catch anything,
shit.
if you catch anything, they take your health card away. You get unemployment money until whatever you got clears up, and then they give you the card back, and you go back. They go back on the street, or not even on the street. Most of them are high class prostitutes.
Right.
But they pay their
Right.
taxes
Yeah, the high class ones.
and
Right.
everything. Yeah.
The high class ones
It's-
are usually sitting in a casino or something like that, or they just have a service where you would call in for the what do they call escort services or whatever.
Right. In Germany, it's a job. It's classed as a job
Yeah, it's a...
because they pay
that-
a hell of a lot of taxes.
You know what? That's another thing too. I think really, unless the girl is underage, that's another victimless crime because the girl wants to do it for, she's getting paid for it. Honestly, I don't think, because it sucks that economically that they have to do it, but if that's what they want to do, I don't know. That's my opinion.
And some
Yeah,
of them
but
are really
it's
smart.
nothing- It's nothing new though, is it? It's nothing new. Prostitution.
No.
but even in the UK,
oldest job ever.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but even in the UK,
I mean, people like bring up prostitution, and it's like, oh,
in the UK, most of the girls,
the world's collapsing. You know,
Yeah.
you got prostitutes. It's like, no, we've always had prostitutes. They've always been around. What are you talking about? You know, we're not talking about anything new. You know, like women as whores and women as prostitutes. It's like,
Oh yeah.
no,
about
but
it.
even
Go ahead,
in the
Tim.
UK, most of the some of the girls actually paying for their tuition to become nurses.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
And they're
You
so
know, I
well
mean,
trained.
Maggot should know that too.
They're so well trained. as nurses. I've seen a few of them.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I know.
some are doing escort services. So
Oh,
I mean, I'm the
sorry.
least. I'm not prejudiced against prostitute. If it's for drugs and everything, if you have to do that, then you are treading on a really bad line when you have to stand there. And the worst thing is when you have a pimp, isn't it? I mean,
Well,
that's what my friend.
It's
She
like
first
stealing a bit
she
of
had a
money.
pimp first, and she said no way. Yeah. So, but she's a great lady. She's a great lady. I've never ever looked down on her or anything like that.
I mean,
The last time I saw
don't
when
know,
I
don't
was
know.
in Germany.
I don't know if it's steering too much, but I don't think it's even a societal problem. I think it's more of like the way women think. Is they will always introduce prostitution into society. I mean, it's like I got no problem with them whatsoever, but I think they do tend to introduce this sort of stuff because like guys will like not necessarily automatically think of prostituting themselves. They'll think, oh, I need money, so I've got to get a job, so I'll work on a building site or something. That's like your typical guy attitude. But like maybe for a woman, it's like, oh, I've got no money coming in, and I got no, I've got no real skills, so I'll just like have to like sell myself. I don't know.
No, I think it's just. I mean, really. I mean, let's face it, right? Not every woman on this planet is going to become a prostitute, because I think personally you have to have the mental setting for it. Okay, because I'm an emotional person. I get emotionally attached. I could not sleep with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and
they are very
some guy. This. Yeah.
How about Tom's hairy dick?
Yeah.
No, but you know what?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Triple
I haven't
bonus,
got that
triple time bonus.
mindset. No, but I haven't got that. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. And then some men say, "Oh well, you women are sitting on a fortune," and I'm thinking, you know what? I said maybe some of us are, maybe some of us aren't, but I wouldn't give it up just like that.
Yeah.
But then again, I would not ever say, these ladies are dirty or they've got no respect for themselves. No, you know what? If that would be legalized everywhere, I think you would find, rapes and everything would be, cut down. Personally, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but
Yeah,
there we are.
I wanna say-
There's good and bad in
Well,
everything.
when you can get some woman around the corner, sort of thing.
Yeah, for $10 or whatever the
Yeah.
crack whores are nowadays. I just want to say something too. If you think about it, every time that they like say in the old west when they would open up a new town, the first thing that they would bring in was they would bring in a saloon and they would bring in prostitutes right after that. It's it's been the thing that's been going. I'm not saying that I advocate it, but I think if they had it like Las Vegas, all over the country, yes, it's a morality thing where it's not very moral, but again, it's if they want to do it, if they're over age, then they should. I do think that yes, girls nowadays from not growing up in two-parent homes and growing up in broken families, they're going to end up a lot of times as prostitutes, especially if they don't have any money or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least that I don't know. At least I would never have a girlfriend that was a prostitute or an ex-prostitute. But that's just me.
Yeah. But, on the other hand, if you were like out on the street or whatever, out in town, you were like sort of like half horny or whatever, and some girl started coming on to you, you wouldn't really you know, and they were like, it's $10 for an hour, you'd be like thinking like, that's actually a pretty good deal. You would actually be thinking,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you would
yeah.
actually be thinking of the moral situation of it.
Yeah, no, you know what, Maggot? You know, there that might be a different story. You know what I mean? $10 is pretty. You know, that's.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
know
could.
she's half
I think.
attractive, obviously. Yeah.
Give it up. Yes, of course. Yeah, I don't want some toothless.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm the only
I don't
one here.
want-
I wish another
I
woman
don't
would call in.
Think of the morals
Yeah.
situation first. I mean, they think, yeah, I got a need. It's like, oh, okay, you remind me of it. Okay, that's nice of you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a nice price as well. Cool.
Yes.
But look who's really using the high-class
Oh, no.
prostitutes, right? It's all the judges and everything like that. That madam who was killed, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
she had a list of them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Nope,
that
no, you
gets
damn-
me.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
agree. Well, that's what it is. Now, a normal. You know what's funny now too is they have these stings where they put a prostitute out in the street, right? And now, you know, honestly, if you see a good-looking woman standing on the street, you might stop and talk to her. You know, obviously, you probably know they're a whore because they have a 2-inch dress on,
Yeah,
and they're,
but
you know,
yeah,
But it
they're-
could be
you're
a
like
man too. It could,
talking to her to
it
rescue her.
could be a man too. You can't tell anymore.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. That's what
yes.
guys do.
You know what? You're
That's
damn
what
right,
guys do.
Ziggy. You could
That's
end up
what
like Wesley Snipes. Yep, he picked up a male prostitute. I don't think he knew it. I hope not.
No, the short wasn't skirt. The skirt was short enough.
Yeah, right.
He had it tucked up a bit.
Well, no, he had it tucked. Yes, he had to tuck like Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. You know, we.
I don't believe we're talking about this. This is not Dave's show.
No, yeah, we're bringing the shit Dave normally talks about. We are bringing it down like fucking 17 notches, at least. I don't know how many notches are on, but forget about it. That's
But
it.
We're talking about bitches and hoes, folks. Bitches and hoes. No, it's not
that's
even
not
that
nice.
bad. We're just talking about women, you know, whatever. They're all over the place.
yeah,
sort of like,
but some men are assholes too. Now, let's face it, right? I mean, it's not all
Of
women
course.
who go out, who trumping around. Okay, some men are actually whoring around too, right?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like,
And
yeah.
women actually check that out too. And in the end, actually, a man will get a name, and women will decide to say to himself, "Don't go out with that idiot. You don't know where he's been."
Yeah.
So you know,
it's fair play,
it's
fair
a
play to them.
balance.
I like it when they do that. I like it when I hear them say that, and more power to them for doing that. That's really good. I really enjoy doing that. I actually encourage that sort of behaviour. But yeah, I mean, we were just like basically talking about this sort of like the blatant hoes that are like in your face, and it was like, you know, there's no big deal about them really. You know, there's like no sort of morality about them. They've always been around, and that's what society sort of like pretends to forget. You know, they pretend that it's like a really recent phenomenon that they were just like, you know, they just here as like part of the later 20th century. But they've always been around.
Well, Jesus helped one. So
Yeah, Jezebel.
So-
Yeah,
yeah,
Exactly.
you know what I mean.
yeah.
So no, I would never discriminate against any of them. You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, the only things I would say to men though, you know, if you wanna do it, I wouldn't pick anybody up from a corner. You know, keep away from that because it's really,
Yeah, really. Unless you want to wake up the next morning on a cold table as the next CSI victim or whatever.
Crabs and stuff.
Get
Yeah.
some,
Well,
some nuts out there.
yeah. Well. Oh boy.
Wow.
What we are
It's-
talking about?
Scorpions crawling out.
Yeah, it's so funny that it's on Dave's time too, like you said. That's the Constitution show. But we got three. Me, Maggot, and Ziggy are we're all good people, but I wouldn't say we're at the top of the moral chain.
No. I just like.
No, we are. We are.
I would say I would go so far as we've been
So
around.
you
the block
and
a
Maggot
few
don't
times.
go tramping around.
Yeah. We've seen you around the block a few times.
Yeah.
We
You
walked
know-
around the block a few times. You're not necessarily.
Ooh, I have not been round the block. Thank you very much.
You know what it, you know what it is? We're kind
The
of,
block was about I haven't been round the block. Thank you. I'm a one-woman man. No,
Yeah?
I'm a one-man woman or whatever. Yeah.
you're in
I'm
women.
loyal. I'm loyal.
Loyal.
I'm what?
Hey, where's your gun?
Yeah, see, this is another thing though, right? When I was living in the UK, right, I when my boys started school, I got to know some of the parents and all this and that, and you know, I got to know one lady, then I got to know another, and we were friends for about 5 years. You know, I used to take the kids to school in the car, pick them up, and used to go there for dinner. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, they phoned me and said, "Ziggy, can you come around? We really need to talk to you." And I said, "Oh, okay." So I went round there. They made me really nice dinner and all this and that. And they says, "We need to tell you something." And I said, "Oh, what's that?" Because I thought they were just single parents like I was. And they said, "Well, we really need to tell you something now after 5 years." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "What's the problem?" "Do you realize me and blah, blah, blah are in a relationship?" And I carried on eating, right, my roast, eating, right, the roast beef. And they said, "Have you got nothing to say?" I said, "What do you want me to say? We've been friends for 5 years. That doesn't change anything anymore." You know what I mean? I said, "So long you don't come and play in my park." You know, I'm cool with it, you know?
You were like after him.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
They didn't think, they thought I would reject them. You know what I mean? That's been lying on their mind for 5 years that they couldn't tell me. They thought, they would lose the friendship we had. And I thought, no, why would I? You know, they've been really great ladies. And I didn't actually know that they were lesbians. So,
yes.
Cool, I don't care. You know, I treat people like people. So, you know.
Yes,
There,
ma'am.
that was another little story of mine.
Yeah, they can't be that bothered. They
Ziggy,
invite
you
over to
are
their house,
a woman of
they
note.
let you lick their beef.
No, but another story I have to tell you though. I'm full of stories. There used to be a guy. There used to be a guy
You
across
used to be
the
a
road
guy?
from me,
Yeah.
living across. Yeah, no. Where I used to live, there was a guy living across the street from me, right? And his name was Gavin, right? Really nice guy, really nice guy. The problem was he was 6 or 7 years younger than me, right?
Yes.
And he used to chatted me up and all this and that. And then one day he knocked on my door. He said, "Ziggy," he says, "you fancy a game of chess?" You know, because I'd play chess. I love that game. Anyway, I went over, I got babysit, I went over there and we were playing chess and he had like 4 bottles of wine, right? And he started filling my glass up. And I thought, I know what you up to. I know exactly what you want to, you know. And every time he went to the bathroom, I tipped the wine down the drain.
Oh my god! What a waste of
By
time.
4 hours, he was lying across the table. He was lying across the table, absolutely plastered. And I
What?
went home. The
Was
next
he
morning, he
lying
said,
on the table? Naked?
he no, he was absolutely drunk. And the next morning, he came over. He says, "You can put it away, Ziggy. Look at you." He says, "You don't even find the effects or nothing." And I said, "No." I said, I'm a good wine drinker. But I knew exactly what you wanted. I thought, nah,
Oh,
I
dear.
got your number, boy.
Oh, Ziggy, I bought
So-
I
so,
bought like 6 bottles
guys
of wine
think-
already for you. That's so outrageous.
Yeah,
I got 6
yeah,
bottles of
yeah.
wine.
What do you got, a hollow leg over there?
Yeah, I just drank them all. Bastard.
But see, you guys think us women are stupid.
No, nothing of it.
You
I
think
don't-
you
I don't
get
think
us drunk?
anything of it. I don't
Yeah.
think- No. Women get themselves
No,
drunk
no.
anyway.
No, but
Women get themselves drunk anyway, especially
Yeah.
over here in England. They like,
Oh yeah.
they go out and they're like fucking wasted, and it's like, what the hell? What are you on? I was like, oh, I had 2 bottles of wine, 5 lines of coke,
Yeah.
you know, 2 shots of vodka. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. They know everything they had. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they will.
Yeah, they have everything down cataloged. Yep. Yeah, you know what it is too, and their BFF, their best friend forever, was get away from her, she's drunk, you know, or something like that. You know, like the bodyguard syndrome.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
one
They're
of them
always
stays-
best friends with the bounce and
Yeah.
stuff as well. It's really annoying.
Right. Yes. Yeah. You know what is it? This is.
It's
Well,
like,
I'm
just
gonna
talking
stay
to her.
sober
I'm just
tonight.
talking to her.
Check.
Ah! What are you dragging away?
I'm not a rapist.
I don't want to go upstairs. Go away. Get off me. They will. It's like the bouncers will just like drag you away like 30 meters away. And it's like, what the hell? What do you do that for? Oh, I don't think you want to see you anymore.
Oh, Lord.
You need to be separated for a bit.
I wonder what our listeners think. They say, what the heck is going on there now? I thought Dave was on.
Well,
The madness.
yeah. It's Friday night. You know what? Expect to lose some
Yeah.
brain cells, guys. You know,
Yeah.
we're just. If anybody wants to call in, shit, go ahead and call in. We got an April Rev show. If
Please
anybody
do.
wants to call
Amy,
in.
if you're out there, please, please call in.
Yeah. Anybody want
All
to chat
by
with me,
myself,
Maggot, Ziggy, right now? Go ahead.
So,
Oh, you're not by yourself.
and
Me and Maggot-
I hope I hope I haven't done anything, to dishonor ladies. But I'm quite an open-minded person.
know.
I don't judge anybody. I mean,
Well,
no, I
that's,
don't,
yeah, some people
No,
need
you-
more open mind.
go on.
No, I said I think
Yeah, you can
some
be
ladies-
open. Be totally open-minded and have your morals. You know, what I mean? I'm sticking
Right,
always to my
exactly.
morals, but I can't judge anything what
Right.
other ladies do. So that's their problem. They have to deal with that. So long I can look in the mirror
Yeah.
to myself, I'm good.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
know.
Right.
Cool.
So, yeah, as long as you're not in my family or my girlfriend or my ex-girlfriend, you can do what the fuck you want. That's how I look at it. Or my mother.
Yeah.
I ever found my mother on the corner. She's get in the car. I wonder if she's listening. No, she's out right now. I was gonna say. She's like, you
No,
calling me
I
a
think
prostitute?
my mom used to be a good goer. I think she was a good, because obviously I was born out of wedlock, so I was I was the shame of the family's name, so they got rid of me, and anyway, that's another story.
Would you?
But
Yeah,
I don't care.
But that's yeah. It just sounds kind of like like back then. It was probably just like she was supposed to marry so and so or whatever, and she got knocked up by this guy, so you have to get rid of the baby, pretty much type shit. I don't know.
That's exactly what.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened. Yeah. That's sad, but I mean, I've got another three brothers and two sisters. I don't know my sisters at all. I have never met them. I found my brothers a couple of months ago, and that didn't want nothing to do with me, and so that's the end of that one. You know what I mean? So,
Are you kidding me? How can you turn away somebody that comes from the same flesh and blood as you? You know what I mean? I would want to at least meet somebody that says, "Hey, I'm your long lost brother." Your father banged my mother, and I'm your brother. Hey, okay, come by. We'll have a couple beers and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
No.
on that.
At least they'd be able to shut them out. and
no,
see
no,
if they're
because I'm
telling
too-
the truth or bullshit
I'm
or
too.
not.
No, it didn't. That didn't want nothing to do with me. So I mean, that's cool too. Because of where they
You know what
were.
is-
I
that's-
mean, speaking.
Yeah, that's
no-
the
nothing-
relationship that's going on. No community, no one wants to nobody cares. Or everybody's stuck in their own shit and stuck on their computers and everything, and
Yeah.
nobody cares about real life shit and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I told him that I told him that I wasn't in the best situation at the moment in Canada, and one of my brothers actually was so like, oh well, I've got this and I've got that, I've got a nice house and I've got a nice holiday home, blah blah blah, and then I remembered because he was slagging me off and he was saying, oh, you made your bed, you lie in it, da di da di da, and I said, well, I appreciate that I've made a mistake or something totally went wrong, but I said to him, do not ever say to me what you have achieved in your life, because I said you're nobody to me, because I remembered when I met
Right.
my mother and she disowned me for the second time. She didn't want the past to come back and haunt her, she said, after when I was in Germany. She said, oh no, you're my past, I don't want you in my life, after she helped me with the lawyer and everything. Anyway, when
Wow.
she actually she actually said to me, one of your brothers, and his name was Oliver, she said, can you believe it? She said he went on national TV in Germany. There was a Christmas show, right? Years and years back. He went on national TV and said he's really, really poor. He's got a son to look after. The son is really, it was like a Christmas show, Oprah Winfrey, right? Surprises. Surprise show.
Right.
Anyway, the German people had to then decide there were 4 families on that show, apparently, and the German people had to decide where the money should go, okay? And then that chose my half-brother, right? So he got $650,000. The TV show got him a job on Frankfurt Airport, right? And the whole story was a complete lie. He said he was poor.
That's not...
Actually, his dad is not poor. He's very rich. He owns 3 apartment complexes. His dad, apparently, my mom told me, disowned him when he found out how disgraceful he was on a TV show and brought the family name into it. But nobody, and I told him that. And when I told him, when he knew I knew, he said, I know I lied. So please stay out of my life. And I thought, you bastard, you're gonna get yours too.
You know what that
what I
sounds
mean?
like? That sounds like our Mason friends. Well, we lied, but stay out of our.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know what?
We don't have to answer. We don't have to answer your questions.
No, you know what? I mean, he's gonna get his one day. You know what? Again, like when I lost my dad's house, his brother is gonna get it one day. So that's fine. But then I'm always saying, like with this new world order shit and everything, we are, us poor people or who are just over the breadline, like you, Justin, or Maggot and all this and that, we're going to survive quicker than the rich people because we know how to survive.
Yeah, they've never seen turmoil. They've never had to, to beg for money at a corner store or nothing. They never had to do none of that. So I mean, they always had the gas card that daddy bought them, and they always had the nice car. I know plenty of people like that. They don't want to,
Well, I've earned all the money. I've earned all the money I've got
ridiculous.
on my account. I can't really speak for anybody else, but I've earned all that money. I like, put in hours, done work.
But good for you.
Yeah, exactly. I can't really speak for anybody else when I say that.
Yeah.
I've earned it all.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
my money,
see, with me, I'll tell you what happened with me. Yeah, was I worked damn hard when I was a teenager, and then I got a lawsuit for 72 grand, and after that, it was like I didn't want to work.
Yeah.
So then I went on drugs for a couple of years. I was on the Oxycontins, and then after that, now I've been working and stuff. I've been doing good, for the last 6 years or whatever. But under the table because I can't get a job because I have a couple, things on my record or whatever. But to make a long story short, I
Hello.
Hola.
Connection there.
Hello, boys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay. All right. What are we talking about now?
We're talking about you.
Oh,
Working
okay.
and
Let's talk about
Yes.
Brandon Echoes guy, the guy playing both sides of the fence.
Ooh, yes. We have a
oh
fence
dear.
now. But do we have any information on Brandon? Where is he
you
playing
should
it now?
you should go over to Informed Radio's Facebook and see the fucking shit he's writing. He's writing, they're allowed to have a for-profit organization. This guy, he was sent over here. Actually, I think I saw him in a video that Sean sent me. I think that's why he sent me that video is because he's in there. Dude, he was sent over. That's fucking. They tried to infiltrate Informed.
Yeah, I think there's a few attempts of that happening. Well, there's definitely some plants going on.
Yeah, you can kind
what
of,
do you
Yeah, I
do?
thought
kind
that.
of guess it when they say that you're a whole network. It's like, well, how many shows do I actually listen to? No, you've got a mission order to destroy the
right.
network. That's what it is. You got a mission order to expose the network. You haven't sat down and written a list of like all the people on the network and like evaluated them. No, you got a mission order to like destroy the network because you're coming out as and saying like your whole network. You know, it's like, oh wow, we're gonna bomb your whole network.
Right.
No, I know how these guys' minds
Pretty
work.
much.
I mean, you know,
As if we know each other. You know, as if you know,
I can see through them.
No, you're right.
as
100%.
if we're actually in the same room. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see through them when
So,
they talk, you know.
I
It's
don't-
almost as
I
if
don't
I
care.
can see their battle plans and stuff. And
Yeah.
I know exactly what their idea is just like destroy the network, discredit everybody on the network by launching a bomb that just like it's an
Exactly.
anti-inform bomb. Pooh, destroys the whole network.
Right. Yes, it does. But you know what though? See, the thing is, so we have one thing over these people. We have credibility. So I mean, that's the one thing that we can stick with. So I mean, as long as we keep our credibility, then fuck them.
Well,
let 'em do
exactly,
what they
exactly.
want.
I mean, I could do my little crappy show. I can do it. I don't need a network to do it anyway. You know, I mean, I can just do it in my own room. And I just like whatever. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the Maggot Show, sort of thing. You know, it's like I could just like do it without Skype, with Skype, whatever. You know, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Like a 770,000 degree Mason or not, it doesn't make any difference to me. They're not going to cancel the show, and that's the same. It should be the same with the rest of everybody else because we got the internet, we got the technology. Networks are fine.
Right.
They're okay. They're nice and dandy. It's nice to have people to talk to, but we should also be like independently minded enough that we can actually do our own shows without the need of anybody else. We got TalkShoe, the TalkShoe website.
Right. Yeah. See, you know what, Maggot? That's the thing. I'm not up on a lot of that stuff. So.
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
it's not
either.
difficult to learn. It's not really that difficult to learn. But you need to need to learn it as a sort of survival tool, because in case the networks go down,
Right.
almost in case if the internet goes down, because if the internet goes down, you end up with like localized networks, and so you end up like just being able to talk to other people in America and stuff like that. That would be the first thing that happens. It's like you will lose a global network, and then you'll lose a local network.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. That's the thing. They're gonna cut off the world shit because they don't want people here, saying, well, we heard this is going on in this country. Well, that's they don't want us talking to each other eventually. That's
Exactly.
the internet is gonna go down. It's just a matter of when. It's just a matter of who they're gonna blame the cyber attack on.
What terrorist group?
But
they're gonna blame
the
on.
writing's on the wall.
But
pretty much.
even if they don't, you might as well learn it anyway, sort of thing. It's not that much of a difficult exercise to learn, to like learn how to record yourself and stuff.
Well, right. Yeah, I gotta have you show me all that because you know what? That's true because say something happened, even if Rev and Sam, something happened to their computer or something, and we wanted to keep some shows going or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that way we'd be able to do it, and at least post archives or whatever. So no, that's true. That's always a good thing. So.
Look at that. Danny just sent over a link. They just flooded out the Nigerian people. We have about 2 million people affected in the state, which was 4.3 million in the
Population control.
Yeah.
Can
they
you
flooded
say
them all
heart?
out.
Wow.
No, they opened the floodgates because the river was overflowing
wow.
or something. So,
Yeah,
and, that's disgusting. I mean, you can already see it. Come on now.
Yeah, you know what that's like? That was like Hurricane Katrina. They blew the levee because they wanted to get the poor people, especially the poor black people, out of those neighborhoods so they could sell them for a lot more money, and plus they wanted to see what martial law would look like. So
yeah, and
in
it's
America,
Nigeria, is it not full of diamonds?
Yes, most of those countries in Central Africa, I believe. I believe Sierra Leone has the most. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Gosh,
well, here's what's crazy about the diamonds too is the fact that that most of those people that run the diamonds, they actually they have a whole bank of them, but they only let a certain amount out at a time because they don't it's like supply and demand. So they don't they have millions and millions of diamonds, but they're only gonna put out a couple thousand or whatever because they want you to pay the big bucks for them. the more that there is of something, the less the less you pay for it. So I mean, they've been doing that for a long time. The diamond scheme, even with gold, they do it with gold. With anything, even oil. Look at what they do with oil. Oh, there's peak oil. There's not going to be any oil left. All this propaganda pushing this way, that way. But to make us,
but you know what?
subservient,
Now the only person now from the United States, Canada, and everything is going to put their hands in their pockets again, and then again the people really won't get it. You know what I mean? That really gets on my nerves.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
I agree. When you have these things that are aimed at taking on our livelihood, and people don't get it, I don't understand. Anyway, I don't know. We got about a minute left. Anyway, so Rev J with Revolution is coming on next.
This
I
was
don't know,
interesting.
Yes, this was definitely interesting. Me, Maggot, and Ziggy. I hope we entertain some people. I don't know, Maggie, Ziggy, do you guys have anything to say?
No, it's all three of us.
No, not at 4 in the morning.
No, I love you guys. Thanks.
The feeling
for
is
listening,
mutual.
listeners.
I love you guys too.
Yeah,
Yep,
thanks.
everybody, the Inform family. All right.
Being in front way.
Hey guys, we had an attack on the system again. We're gonna have to go down. They fucked with my speakers like they did last week. They did the they fucked them up. So now the sound's not going through at the same time. So let me do a quick restart and see if it comes up a little. Maybe that'll help it. We'll be right back in a few seconds, guys. Beautiful job on the chewing, Maggot. Beautiful job.
Thank you. Very nice. I got my tooth now. My tooth.
Fucking idiot.